Record. Welcome, Rayclast Wanderers. This is Robert here, and we made it into red maps. This is the very first time running a Crimson Temple that's nice and corrupted with monster life, hex-proof. So this is going to be super rippy for me because I kind of rely on Warlord's Mark. Double boss, monster skin endurance charges. So that plus the monster life will mean everything will take just ages to kill. So yeah, let's see if we can actually. Oh wait, no, never mind. Everything just dies super quickly. Interesting. Well, pretty sure the Abyss monsters will provide a challenge, right? Will they? Oh yeah, I'm sort of degening from something. Not sure what that was. Yeah, okay, at least they can tank some hits. Yeah, something's hurting. Actually, still went kinda okay. So let's rush to the boss. Oh, first we have this thing. Oh my god. That on a red map. I can't actually open a lot of them. Yeah, that was really not a lot. Oh! Okay. I guess that was death number 9. So, yeah, the death counter went up quite a bit. I had a Temple of Atsuado, eye level 77, with a Zeri in it, and Cyclone versus Zeri is definitely something that I'm completely not used to. So, okay. I really don't know what hits me so much there. Something puts just... Ah, it's the ignite, because hits from mobs always ignite. That makes sense, yeah. And it's these waves that are just chunking. Got it! Yeah, and I just run straight in again. That's kind of stupid. Ah, and this guy's also ghosted. That makes sense. Okay. So I do need to remember to have a staunching flask for these situations whenever I run this map mode and have Legion encounters. Very rippy, very rippy. So, but yeah, we wanted to go to the boss, so let's do that really quickly. Boss should be over here. Ow! Also great. Ah, Martyr. Interesting. This map is very interesting indeed. Bosses still die quickly, I wanted to say, but actually this guy is not dead yet. Okay, now they are. Cool. Okay, so I need to stand somewhere where there's no desecrated ground. I can talk about the changes that I made. There we go. I think we're good here. Oh, this is also elemental weakness, yeah. Right. Elemental weakness with ignite and poison. Ah, things make a lot more sense now. Okay, but it's good to know. I mean, if I had played this carefully, I probably would have lived. I could have had a burn the spell flask and I could have had the poison immunity, then this would look a lot better. But still, yeah, we are level 90 now. Things have improved quite a bit because we had some nice drop luck. We dropped ourselves a Hiltless, which is like marginally better than the sword that I had before. So it has a 421 DPS. The sword before had a 350. This one is a really interesting weapon. First of all, it gives +2 weapon range. It's a crit sword, which is great, but the drawback is that every time I hit an enemy, it reflects 100 physical damage back to me, which is actually not that crazy because you can offset that with armor. This is why I do have a granite flask, and this is why I do use molten shell quite a lot. The other great thing that happened is that from a prophecy, a legion prophecy, I dropped Calm's Way. So I dropped a prophecy for it, and then I had a Calm sign drop, so I could create a Calm's Way. And this means I have life gain on hit, and that is more than enough, together with the additional regen, to offset the drawback of the sword. Then I also finally found the last lab trial, which meant I could go into Uberlab, and I did try Rite of Ruin first, but it really didn't feel great because the degen was just too gnarly, and my life total is not good enough. If I had like more life and a little bit more flat regen, then maybe this will feel better, because the triple rage effect is insane. The damage that this puts out is crazy. But because of that, I tried to be more defensive, and especially since I had to sacrifice the ring slot in order to be able to use Calm's Way, and it would be stupid to not use Calm's Way. I went into Pain Reaver, which is like the least DPS option of all the options that I had. I guess the most straightforward would have been Aspect of Carnage. But Pain Reaver has the wonderful benefit of giving flat 2% attack leech for life and mana. And it also has an attack speed increase if I get hit, which happens fairly often. So although it's more defensive, it makes my gearing easier because I don't have to wear like any rings. I can always leech unless I'm in a map where enemies are leech immune, which I just can't run. But I don't need Warlord's Mark specifically to be able to continue to Cyclone. So I never have mana problems there, which is really, really great. The rest of the gear is, I think, the same. I think I have slightly different boots with a little bit more life on them because I could use the crafted life. But these gloves are still super garbage. The belt is kind of, yeah, whatever. I still have the same helmet, I still have the same amulet, and the other ring is also still the same. The Hiltless, I managed to 5-link in like 5 fuses or whatever. Wasn't actually really going for a 5-link, but it happened anyway. And I'm running now Double Strike with Ruthless, Increased Duration, Impale, and Close Combat. And because I have a Socketeer and a Socketeer, I could actually move Blood Rage and Blood and Sand into these, which meant I could move a Molten Shell out of the Double Strike setup and running Molten Shell now with Increased Duration in its separate link, which is great, and the rest is unchanged. So still Flesh and Stone with Maim, Cast Damage Taken, Warlord's Mark on a low level, Berserk, Pride on its own, and then Leap Slam, Curse Damage Taken, Curse on Hit, Fortify, and Warlord's Mark. And that is the setup. Passive tree, what I got for level 90 is Executioner. So this entire wheel is kind of nice because it gives me extra AoE. The AoE that I have now on Cyclone is quite impressive for because I do have the weapon range from Hiltless, and I do have the passive tree investment that I don't think I ever want to go into using a Carcass Jack. Carcass Jack is kind of bad for this build anyway, because I want as much armor as possible. So ideally this chest, I would want to replace it as well if I can. Actually, the nice thing about this is, oh no, it has 3 prefixes. Okay, I thought it only had 2 because then I could have crafted armor on it if I got the cold resistance someplace else, but I don't, so whatever. But that is still going really, really well. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to pick up next. Maybe I'm going to go into Adamant because it gives me even more defenses, because I don't think damage is a problem right now. I still have to obviously try this character against something really tanky like an Elder. But the way that red maps work right here, even with this relatively low damage weapon, makes me very optimistic that things will go well. We'll see very soon, and until then, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in game.